happened in 806, Luffy went with Wanda and Carrot to go reunite him with his other crewmates. Along the way, Zoro, Robin, Frankie, and Usopp finally caught up with Luffy, and they all reunite with Nami and Chopper there. But the question is, what happened to Sanji? At the end of that chapter, Nami was crying, saying like, Luffy, I'm sorry, Sanji is there, which Oda went on break that next week and left us all with a huge cliffhanger, like, what happened to Sanji? Oh man, what happened to Sanji? Did CP0 capture him? Did he get captured by Captain Jack? Did he get killed off? Did he left the crew? Oh man, if he does that and Oda does another like redux of Enies Lobby, that would be kind of redundant, even though Enies Lobby is like one of my favorite arcs. Oh man, Sanji, like, what happened to him? I mean, we haven't seen much of him in New World, and now he's gone missing, and the whole crew is not complete, and what the frick, Oda? And you put us on break, you're like, what are we gonna do? What happened to Sanji? The big question is, in 807, what happened to Sanji? Well, it wasn't even mentioned. Looks like in 807, we still don't know what happened to Sanji, even though he left a letter, which Oda didn't even tell us why he left, or something like that. I mean, he didn't get captured, which Luffy said it's not like he got captured or something. I personally don't know what happened to Sanji, but hey, other maid, do you know what happened? Hey, the hell if I know, I'm still waiting for my debut. No, I was talking about my other persona. But personally, I think that it has something to do with that only alive situation with Sanji's bounty. And also, on the point note, you should not review the new Bleach chapter this week. The past 3 chapters were just basically this news on Plateau, that kind of stuff. So when Sunshine goes back into action, that's when we'll have the time to review this. Also, there's a giant owl in this situation. Okay, point noted. So there's a lot of things that we need to know, like why did Sanji left? It has something to do with that whole only alive situation. Is he like a prince or something? Or did he leave because he has some unfinished business to do with, I don't know, whatever. Question is, does Sanji even know that he had a bounty change and it's like only alive right now? And also, why the world government wants him only alive? I mean, people have been theorizing him being a prince and being like something relating to the world government and that kind of stuff. But the question is, does Sanji know? And if he does know, is that the reason why he left the letter saying that he left off somewhere? Because we do know that Sanji's not dead and he hasn't been captured. He has something to do, something like self-proclaim something, and even Franklin saying like, oh yeah, this is all confusing to us, we need to figure out what we're going to do about this. Luffy's a little bit more concerned about Kinemon and Kanjuro, but Nami's the one that is like really worried about Sanji, which also points out to the fact that I ship Sanji and Nami together at the end of the series. We also learn from Brook that the people of Zao is not really fond of samurais or the people from Wano Kuni. But my theory on that is a feeling that Kaido probably has some affiliation with Wano Kuni, not to mention with Captain Jack, like invaded Zao. Not to mention that Captain Jack tortured the whole civilians of Zao, which brings up to the flashback with Wanda, this crying about the whole situation with Captain Jack. The question is, do the people of Zao even know that the Kinemon's friend Zaizo, I believe his name, is on Zao? And if they are they like keeping him as a prisoner or something? We have 4 situations here. What happened to Sanji? What about Captain Jack? Why is Zao so bittersweet about Wano Kuni? And what about Rizao? Also in this chapter, Law is now reunited with his crew, and also he said that Doflamingo's finally defeated Luffy, but Law then delivered the final blow to Luffy. And also, in this chapter, Luffy and the others are now going with Wanda and Carrot to see this King of Zao. Later on in this chapter, Luffy and the others are following with Wanda to go meet this King of Zao. And also at the end of the chapter, this is what really got us hyped up right here. Also by the end of this chapter, this has got really... And also, I don't think that's someone from Zao. I don't think it's a Zao civilian. That is a Zoan type user, and the only Zoan type user I know who probably is that woolly mammoth is Captain Jack. Now, Go back to a few chapters ago when Doflamingo was talking about the Throne Wars, and we see Captain Jack's ship and Kaido's Jolly Roger. What is that front part of his ship? I wish I could show this on to you guys, but then the copyright and Shueisha will get on to me on that, and they will cut down my video like that. His front part of his ship is a woolly mammoth. So that has to be Captain Jack right there. So Captain Jack has to be on Zap. We have a big villain in our midst in this arc. And the question is, how long is this arc going to last? Because I expect like at least 20 to 25 chapters. Because, you know, see like this. Luffy goes up against Captain Jack. Captain Jack's defeated. Captain Jack goes back to Kaido. Says that they did this to them. And now Kaido is pissed. And now we're going to go into like another arc, and then maybe go on to whatever, and then going on to Kaido. I like to give both of these chapters an 8 out of 10. That cliffhanger left us something for 2 weeks to figure out what happened to Sanji. But I was a little bit disappointed in this chapter that we had no idea what happened to Sanji. But we know that he's still alive, but he just left for some reason to solve something. Something relating to his bounty. I believe it has something to relate to his bounty. Also, the funny part of 807 that I forgot to mention is when Wanda said, like, remember back when she said you go pick up her dead corpse? She was actually referring to Brooke there. And seeing that, how Wanda is like a dog, you know how dogs are with bones, like she is fond of Brooks. And also, what do you guys think? Do you think that woolly mammoth is Captain Jack, or do you think it's just another person of Kaido's crew?